Hey y'all, this is my review recap of the season finale. That's right, Real Housewives of Potomac. Let's get into it. The episode starts with Dean, Ashley, and Michael doing their little family photo shoot. Now, you know how Ashley is every chance she gets. We have a big happy family. We're together. We're happy. It's all good. You know how she does. Little Dean is so cute, and they got him posing on the carpet on a little blanket with Michael because they look so much alike. So Ashley had to bring up the fact that Juan was planning to propose to Robin. That's supposed to be a surprise, right? Right, but she had to bring it up to Michael. So Michael, you know how he feels about Juan. It's no secret. So Michael had to come up with this little storyline talk about, oh, he won't propose to her. He's not going to do it. It's not going to happen. So Ashley takes the bait and she's like, wait a minute, what are you talking about? How you know this? And Michael's throwing all this shade talking about, oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about how I know, but I know Juan is definitely not going to propose. It's not going to happen. So we all know that Michael is obsessed, to say the least, with Juan. So he don't want Juan to propose to Robin or nobody else. So Ashley pushed him for like some receipts, some tea, and Michael wasn't pouring no tea, and Michael didn't have no receipts. So basically, it came out to be all shade and no tea. So again, Michael is obsessed with Juan. We know this from the previous seasons, comments he's made about Juan, and all the other housewives heard it. So when I heard that comment, I was like, yeah, right, Michael, you bluffing. Ain't nothing you know special about Juan and Robin. You just hating. You just a hater. Next scene is Candace and her mama getting their little manicures. They having their girls' day, their girls' beauty day. And Candace is talking about how Karen let her down and how Karen was like a mother figure to her. So I'm like thinking, how you get so close to Karen? Like, I know they girls, they're on the show together, but how do you put all your like love and trust into Karen, where you got her up there like on a pedestal with your mama? And they even had like a little flashback where Ashley made a toast. Not Ashley, sorry y'all. Candace was toasting her mama. And then at the same time she said, oh yeah, and Karen is like a mother too. So that was like a little off. I know they girls, they're on the same show, they're friends, but to put Karen on the same level as your mama? Come on now, Candace. To put Karen Huger on the same level, you can be girls, y'all can be cool, y'all can be sisters, y'all can be good Judies, but I had to side eye that one. So she was going on and on about how she doesn't trust Karen anymore, how Karen set her up to arrive at the wig party, the wig soiree at the same time, and how she doesn't trust Karen anymore. Next scene, Karen is talking to Ray about how the girls are doing her, and at the same time she's talking about her HSN gig. So looks like Karen got the come up, and her perfume should be selling it on HSN, Home Shopping Network. So that's good. That's a good little come up for Karen. And they have a little scene where they show Karen selling the perfume. She looks really nice. She got a nice little cute little outfit on. The hair is laid. And she's saying something about where you place the perfume, like put it behind your wrists and, behind your neck and behind your knees, and something about she's been married for 23 years, so take her word for it. So I'm like, you've been married for 23 years, but now like let's just be honest, Karen. You've been married to Ray. Now, I know he's supposed to be worth $45 million, $25 million, something like that, but I don't know if most women would be like, oh yeah, she married to Ray. I want to know her secret. I want to know how she keep him. I want to know how I don't think that most women would be attracted to Ray on that level. And therefore, they wouldn't be like checking for your advice about perfume placement for a man. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, let her have that. She's been married for 23 years. And she's proud of it. Next scene. Ashley came through with the major shade at the Christmas party. So the next scene is at a little spot called Abigail's, where my girl Robin and Juan, they have this big Christmas party going on. Oh yes. And so Ashley's there, and I'm not gonna play. Ashley looked really nice. She had her black weave in this time, jet black, and it was straight. And it was a long ponytail all the way down her back. And her face was beat. She had the smoky eye. And she's standing there talking to Giselle, and they have a little small talk, like girls do at Christmas parties. And she gonna make the comment, talk about, is Jamal coming? I thought this would be the night. Oh yes, she did. Now I don't really see it for Ashley. Y'all know this, but when she said that, y'all, the shade. Oh, the shade, y'all. She almost won me over with that. So Giselle was like, oh no, girl, his schedule is so crazy, girl. He got this to do, he got that to do, he's booked and busy. You know how she does. And so Ashley, instead of saying anything to her, Ashley gonna give her like a blank stare and turn her head all the way around. She just gave her a look like, girl, what you talking about? It was beautiful. It was like Karen Huger level shade. So I said, Ashley, you know what, girl? With that little look, I mean, the read was in the look. She didn't have to say nothing. I was like, Ashley, girl, you almost won me over with that one. And then Michael got to get his 2 cents in. So Michael said, well, is Juan coming? And Giselle was like, oh no, he's busy. And something about moving to Atlanta. So Michael says, well, if he wants to win you back, if he's serious about winning you back, then he needs to move to Potomac, because your life is here in Potomac, and it is. Her life is in Potomac. So she's going to talk about, Michael, you don't need to talk about this anymore. Like, I don't want to talk about this anymore. Now, be honest. Michael had a good point. If this man did her wrong, he was running around the streets. If he really wants her back, if he wants to win her over and, bring her back to him, then he should do the hard part and move to Potomac instead of her moving down there. So anyway, like I said, Ashley's look was a read in itself. And I was very impressed. And Michael had a good point. I don't see it for Michael or Ashley, but the truth is the truth. And if Jamal wanted to be there at that Christmas party, Jamal would have been at the Christmas party. It just was not a priority. It's just not. Their relationship is not they're not a priority. And that's obvious with each episode where you don't see them. All right, so let's get to the proposal. So at the Christmas party, Juan, it was like, is he going to do it or not? Is he going to do it or not? So Michael, being nosy and being the shady queen that he is, he gonna go over there and say, Juan, well, is there anything special going on tonight? Juan says, oh, it's just a regular night. We're having a Christmas party, da-da-da-da. So Michael runs back to Ashley, and Giselle is like, oh, no, he's not going to do it. I know he's not going to do it because I asked him whether tonight was special, and he said, oh, it's a regular night. Now, see, I saw through it because I'm like, well, if it's supposed to be a surprise proposal, then he's not going to go around telling everybody, I'm going to propose to my ex-wife in about 5 minutes. So I saw through that. Michael just jelly, and he just making stuff up because he didn't want Juan to propose. But if it's a surprise, it's a surprise. So I knew that it wasn't nothing to that. And yo, what's this thing about Michael keep talking about he and Juan got this special relationship? What's that about? He keeps saying, oh yeah, we got a special relationship and we have a bond, and he tells me this, and I'm like, what is that really about? And did y'all peep Wendy with her 4 degrees Did you see how she was acting when Juan proposed? Now, did it take, y'all, be honest. Be honest, y'all. Did it take all that? Y'all, Wendy was jumping and screaming and yelling worse than Robin was. And Robin's the one who got the ring, got the pink, beautiful pink diamond. Y'all, Wendy was jumping more than Giselle. And we know Giselle and Robin are good Judies. Y'all, Wendy showed out so bad. Did y'all see that? Giselle had to tell her, back up, back up, back up, back up. Y'all, it was over the top. It was putting 20 on 10. I couldn't get why. And she just started on the show, y'all. So how she got to be that cool with Robin and Juan? This her first season. So that was a major side eye right there. Why Wendy was over the top with the proposal. So Michael got this thing about Candace. Candace got this thing about Michael. So Candace, instead of saying, I'm going to be a guest and just enjoy the party and look good, right, and serve looks, she won't have to sing. She had to sing her little song. So it started out kind of rough because she was singing a cappella. But then when the music started, people was like, hey, they were rocking with her. They was feeling it. So Michael, being shady queen that is, he heard the ladies talking about Karen being late, Karen making all these excuses about not coming, and this, that, and the third. He gonna go over to Chris, go right up to Chris, y'all, and talk about something. You need to control your wife. So Chris he ain't like that. He didn't take kindly to it. So they got into this thing. Michael was like, Chris was like, you gonna get out of my face right now. They got everybody holding Michael back. Juan holding Michael back. Wendy's husband holding Michael back. Somebody was holding Chris back. But to be honest with you, Chris was right. You don't go to nobody's husband and talk about control your wife and your wife is this, that, and the third. Like, you just, that should not. Michael knew he was wrong, and Michael knew he was starting something. So my thing is, Michael was so disappointed and hurt, heartbroken, whatever you want to call it, because Juan actually did go through with the proposal. So I think Michael was like, he was having a little meltdown, number one, and number two, he wanted Juan's attention. So 2 parts. Meltdown, because he's obsessed with Juan, and he didn't want Juan to propose, and Juan did propose. And number 2, he wanted some of Juan's attention. So did y'all peep the thing about he and Juan talking about some bachelor party where it's just the two of them? Y'all saw that? And then Michael gonna add in there, yeah, it's just me and you and I, with no cameras? I'm like, what's that about? So I can't wait to see the reunion next week to see what they say about that. But let's talk about Karen, her crazy stuff. And y'all, Karen is my girl. You know I like Karen. But she gonna get there. She and Ray got there so late. It was so late, y'all. It didn't make no sense. And she's telling some crazy story about how she missed her dinner date last week at the wig launch party, and that she, they're to blame. The girls are to blame because she missed her dinner date. Yeah, she said something about she had a dinner date and she missed it because of the girls. So of course it was like, well, first of all, it was like, Karen, why did you leave your party? If you're the host, it's your wig launch party, it's your wig line, why you walk out like that? Instead of saying she walked out because she and Robin got into it, if y'all remember, she gonna talk about she had to go to a dinner date. So Wendy gonna ask her what we all are thinking. If you have planned this launch party, this wig presentation, why would you schedule a dinner date on the same night? Like that, come on now. And of course, if you having a wig launch party, you're going to have food, hors d'oeuvres, refreshments. Like, why not eat there? So Wendy asked her what we all were thinking, and Karen going to come back with some, because I wanted to. It's like, I don't know, y'all. I like Karen, but it seemed like she's making stuff up as she goes along. And then she talk about because of the girl, she missed her dinner date and she had to eat 4 chicken thighs, a biscuit, and coleslaw from KFC. 4 chicken thighs. Not 1, not 2, but 4, not 3. So it's like she couldn't say that she left her own party because she and Ramen got into it and there was a lot of stuff going on. She couldn't own up to it. So she turns it around on them and puts them like to blame because she missed some fake made up dinner party. Now we know that's not believable. She left her party and went to KFC right after to eat chicken thighs, and she had a date with her husband. Like I said, I like Karen. I like Karen because her epic reads, is Jamal, not proud of you, and Jamal lives on your phone. When she reads Giselle, I'm here for it. But Karen be making stuff up, y'all. And the lies don't even add up. Like, at least Karen should make the lies kind of believable or something. So, anyway, I'm ready for the reunion because, as you see, Monique is coming with a binder. Yes, I said it. A big old binder, 3-ring binder of receipts about something about Jamal running around Atlanta cheating on Giselle, and something about Michael cheating on Ashley, and they have a video of it. So next week should be good, but the fight was pretty good this week. You knew Chris was not going to take kindly to Michael saying stuff about Candace. Michael knew it too. Michael pushed the whole thing up. Michael pushed that thing up because he wanted Juan's attention and because he was jelly about the proposal. And then it's like, he kept saying, they're touching me and he's touching me. Like somebody was feeling it. Michael kept saying, they're touching me, and they weren't. It was just like Chris was pushing him back. It wasn't anything like that. So, I don't know what that was about. And did y'all see Ashley pretend like she was so angry because Michael was acting crazy and embarrassing her? And she walking off and stuff. And then they're going to talk about on the little, the write-up that they have about what happens after the season finale. They said the next day, Ashley and Michael went to the Bahamas, a family vacation. And that now she's pregnant with their second child. So I'm like, okay, Ashley gonna put on like she's so mad with Michael because Michael acting crazy at the Christmas party and Michael's embarrassing her. And then the next day going on a family vacation. And in the little write-up it said, oh, their bond is stronger than ever. They're happier than ever. Now, Ashley says that all of the time. No matter what Michael does, or no matter what he gets caught doing, they bond is stronger, they happy, and all this and all that. So anyway, this episode was cute. I enjoyed it. I liked it. Every scene was something different and funny and crazy and entertaining. So I liked this episode a lot. And I'm all the way ready. I'm ready right now for the reunion next week. So I don't know why they got that yellow on. I saw the darn previews and I don't like the yellow on everybody, but it looks like there's going to be a lot of tea and a lot of receipts. Like I said, my girl Monique got a binder of receipts. So I'm ready for that reunion. All right, y'all. If you like the video, click like. And I will see y'all next week.